Hello and welcome. I just thought I'd get on very quickly today just to give you an update on what's happening in the cryptocurrency space. We've had quite a few things happening in the last few days that I need to talk about. So briefly, if you look at coin market cap or even CoinGecko, you can see what's happening in the cryptocurrency market currently. And looking at the coins here, you've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance Coin, Cardano, Dogecoin, the top few coins. If I start off with Bitcoin, at the moment, in fact, in the last 24 hours, the price of Bitcoin has come down by 2.3%. In the last 7 days, the price has hardly changed at all, 0.8%, because we are in a period of consolidation. There hasn't really been that much movement in the price of Bitcoin, as you can see here. Now, I've been saying this for a few days now, certainly for the month of June, we don't expect the price of Bitcoin to move by much. Now, I was looking at the market just a few days ago, and we did see the price go up recently to almost $60,000, but then it's come back down again. Now, the all-time high of Bitcoin was $65,000, which was achieved around a month ago. Just checking the date there, it's been about a month now, 4 weeks or so, that we hit the all-time high of Bitcoin of $65,000. Since then, the price came down to around $45,000. That's a $20,000 dip in the price of Bitcoin. It then went back up to around $60,000, and then recently it came down to around $30,000. So that was the dip in the market. And since then, we've had a period of consolidation. It's neither up nor down. We did see a drop in the price of Bitcoin on the 9th of June, again, when it came to about $31,000. And if you look at my earlier webinars, I have been talking about this, the fact that Bitcoin could well hit $30,000 again, or very close to $30,000 before we see the pull back up in the market. And since then, we've had a bit of positive news for those of you that are watching the price of Bitcoin or hoping for it to go up. We have had the price of Bitcoin go up to $41,000 and then back down again to what it is at the moment at around $39 or so dollars. Now, $40,000 was the psychological marker I was looking for, and the price did go over and beyond the $40,000. Now, again, we are getting ready for the storm, and currently this is the calm period for Bitcoin. The price isn't really moving up nor coming down. Obviously, you've got the natural ebbs and flows in the market, but generally we're not seeing the great jumps in the price of Bitcoin at the moment. So at the moment, the price is consolidated. It's neither moving up nor down, as we can see here. However, we are seeing some indication of a market revival, where potentially in the next few days, we could see Bitcoin surpass the all-time high that we had just a few days ago of $65,000. Now, going back to CoinGecko, looking at ETH or Ethereum, the current price of Ethereum is around $2,300. And in my opinion, this is a very low price. If you have not currently invested in Ethereum, my recommendation is for you to look at. Now, again, I'm not making any financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but what I do is I do look at the markets every single day and decide which cryptocurrencies to buy. And if you're currently a member of our mentorship program, of our academy, you will already have seen the information that I'm talking about already, and you will already have invested in various altcoins. So many of our students have invested in altcoins, and altcoin is basically any coin in addition to Bitcoins. Bitcoin is the main cryptocurrency, the first cryptocurrency to the market, which was conceived in around 2009, and following how shall I put this, the conception of Bitcoin, we currently have in excess of 10,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the market. So 10,000 plus altcoins in the market in addition to Bitcoin. And what we do is we teach and show you how to not just invest, but also trade in these cryptocurrencies so that you can build your 6- and 7-figure portfolios, as many of our students currently have. So many of our students, going back a few years now, would have started with, a portfolio of coins of close to zero, and through our mentorship program, we've helped them build 6- and 7-figure portfolios, which is what we do. So Ethereum at the moment, the price is around $2,200. That is, in my opinion, a very, very low price. And again, the red candle would indicate that it's a buy in the market. And on the 12th of May, looking at this chart, we achieved an all-time high for Ethereum, the second largest coin in the market. In fact, Ethereum's probably one of my favorite coins because Ethereum has a larger use case than almost every other cryptocurrency in the world. Ethereum has a larger use case through its smart technology concept than any other coin in the market today. So Ethereum at the moment is, to a large extent, mimicking what we saw with Bitcoin, or the price of Bitcoin in 2017. So in 2017, the former all-time high of Bitcoin was achieved. So if I just pan back on the chart, in 2017, the former all-time high of Bitcoin was achieved when the price of Bitcoin, as you can see here, hit a price of $20,000. So $20,000 or thereabouts in December 2017. And what we are seeing is, prior to that increase in price, 2017, there was a dip in the market. And I'm just going to make the chart a little bit bigger. So prior to the all-time high on 17 December 2017 or thereabouts, there was a dip in the market when the price of Bitcoin was at a level of just $5,000 or $6,000. So $5,000 or $6,000 was the price. $5,000 to $6,000 was the price of Bitcoin in November 2017, and it went from that price all the way up to $20,000 in December 2017. So in 1 month, or just over 1 month, November to December, the price of Bitcoin went from $6,000 to around $20,000. So that's approximately times 3. So approximately times 3 was the increase, or multiple of 3 was the increase in price of Bitcoin to its former high. And that was basically in the space of a month. That's a huge increase in the space of a month. And imagine if in 2017 you had been trading Bitcoin with leverage, if that's what you do, on MT4, for example, imagine the kind of profits you would have been achieving if you'd been there during this amazing increase of price from a supposedly low price of $5,000, $6,000 all the way up to $20,000. That's an increase of 228% approximately. Over 200% increase in price of Bitcoin, $14,000 in just the space of a month, or just over a month. And again, what we are seeing now with Ethereum is a similar kind of increase in price, and it's kind of like mimicking the price of Bitcoin that we saw in 2017. Now, looking at what we're looking at the moment, if I just look at this, the recent, obviously we had a jump up in price in February 2021. The price then came back down to around $1,000, and currently the price is sitting at around $2,000 or so dollars. Now, again, if you look at the all-time high of ETH was recently $4,300. So at the moment, the current price of Ethereum is half of what it was just a few weeks ago. So on the 12th of May, the price of Ethereum was $4,300. At the moment, it's $2,200. So approximately half the price of what it was just a few days ago. Now, if I just apply a multiple of, say, 3 times 3 to the $4,000 price, you're looking at a potential price of Ethereum of $10,000, maybe even $12,000 in the next few months. So there is room for growth here, and Ethereum is definitely potentially on the way up. And going back to Ethereum again, $2,200 is a fairly low price. On the 23rd of May, 22nd of May, it was again a similar price, but prior to that, we had this peak in the price of Ethereum. So half price. Ethereum is currently at half price. It's a half price offer. So again, if you haven't yet got Ethereum in your portfolio, it's definitely something you should look at. Please do your own research. Ethereum has a very, very large use case. In fact, 85% or so of the coins on CoinGecko have Ethereum technology within them. So again, it's a very, very high use case, and you should definitely look at Ethereum as part of your portfolio if you haven't already done so. Now, what I tend to do is I do dollar cost averaging. So as the price comes down, I will actually invest more in these coins, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other cryptocurrencies. Altcoins, I tend to dollar cost average. So I buy a little bit every single day, every single month, every single week, depending on what the market's doing. And again, this is something that we teach in our mentorship program. We teach you how to buy cryptocurrencies when the price is low, and as they go higher and higher, you can choose either to sell those to buy again at the next low, or you can look at things like staking. So staking is something that we do as well, whereby you are paid a dividend on your portfolio. So whether it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, or any other coin that you might have, you can actually be paid a dividend for just holding those coins. So otherwise, you could just have those coins in your wallet, and you would obviously get the growth in asset value, but you wouldn't achieve any dividend for that cryptocurrency. But what we actually do is that we achieve dividends as well. So we get paid just to hold those coins. So even if the price of that coin or that asset did not go up, we would still achieve a profit through staking. If you're not familiar with staking, again, you can reach out to me or my team via this video. We do have our links, our social media links on this video. forexcryptotrader.com is one of my websites. You can reach out to me via that website, and we can start mentoring you as well to ensure that you build that 6 and 7 figure portfolio. And obviously you can learn how to stake as well through our mentorship program, that you can achieve greater returns than otherwise possible. Now, recently in the news, there's been a lot of information going out there regarding cryptocurrency. So MicroStrategy is actually, if I go back to CoinGecko, you can see who MicroStrategy is. So MicroStrategy is a business intelligence firm, and I think it mostly deals in software and cloud-based solutions and so on. But the reason I'm talking about MicroStrategy is because if you look at the Bitcoin treasury currently, MicroStrategy has the largest holding of Bitcoin of any other company in the world. So MicroStrategy actually has 92,000 or thereabouts, 92,000 Bitcoins. The current value of their Bitcoins is $3.3 billion, up from $2.25 billion, which was their entry value. So you're looking at an increase. They've actually made $1 billion just by holding Bitcoin. And then, of course, you've got companies like Tesla as well. And Tesla has 48,000 Bitcoin currently in their treasury. And again, their current value is $1.7 billion. $1.7 billion. Now, obviously, Bitcoin currently, the price is still low. It was $65,000 before, and it will far surpass that very, very soon. So the reason I'm talking about MicroStrategy is because they are now going to sell up to $1 billion of stock and use part of that as proceeds to buy yet more Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy has the greatest or largest holding of Bitcoin anywhere in the world when it comes to corporate entities or companies, and they are looking to increase that. So again, this is very, very positive news for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, because it's things like this that help push up the price of Bitcoin. Now, it's not just MicroStrategy that's currently in the news, but also companies like Goldman Sachs, who are now expanding into crypto trading with plans for Ether options. So Goldman Sachs, who previously said, or their executives have said previously, that cryptocurrency is a scam and you're going to lose your money, it's too volatile. And then secretly they started to invest in crypto. And today they are saying that they are expanding into crypto trading with plans for Ether options. So again, a boost for Ethereum. And again, this stuff you will see in the next few weeks, next few months. So the boost to the prices of crypto you will see as a kind of ripple effect in the next few weeks and months. And again, Goldman Sachs, obviously it's a very, very big investment firm, and everybody knows who they are, and the fact that they are planning to offer future contracts based around Ether is a very, very big thing for the crypto space and something for you to be aware of going forward. Other stuff in the news recently is this, again, very, very big news, is that South Africa is looking at potentially cryptocurrency regulations. And I've talked about regulations before on my other recordings, other training. So something to bear in mind. South Africa obviously is a big country, following up from, was it El Salvador recently that made cryptocurrency, was a Bitcoin legal tender. South Africa is now talking about emerging crypto regulations. Again, this is very, very big news and something you need to be aware of, because going forward, you will find other countries doing this as well. And obviously, when the crypto space becomes regulated, the price is likely to go up further. Now, Tesla has been saying that state-backed banks can offer custody services for Bitcoin as long as they have the proper tools to manage risk. So again, Texas. So a state in the USA, I thought that was Tesla for a second, because there's been a lot of talk about Tesla recently, but Texas, the state, has now basically saying that state-backed banks can offer custody services for Bitcoin. This, again, is big, big news. They are effectively green lighting cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and basically they're saying you can actually hold cryptocurrencies via your public keys or your private keys, and they are in effect saying, yes, Bitcoin is obviously something that we are looking at, and again, whether you want to hold those private keys, we can do that on your behalf, and we will help you with that. And again, that is big news. The fact that a bank or banks in Texas are backing cryptocurrency, again, this will cause the market to push up and the prices of cryptocurrencies to go up very, very soon. And the fact that Texas banks are doing this at the moment is an indication that other banks will follow shortly, certainly in America and around the world. Another big bit of news that's come out recently is the recent internet outages all over the world. And again, and it's not just Australia, but other places as well. And basically, this is, again, something to be aware of. So there have been outages in major banks in New South Wales, in Australia, and it is a cause for concern. And also US airlines were hit by widespread internet outages as well. And the reason this is a cause for concern is because the major internet failures that we have been having around the world have had an impact on those organizations, certainly, and also the economy. So the fact that banks have experienced these outages is very, very concerning, because people have not been able to access their bank accounts on their apps, on their mobile phones. So imagine if you were affected by this and you had to make a bank transfer or buy something using your bank account, potentially you would not have been able to do that because of these outages. And again, this is more, how shall I put this, positive news for cryptocurrency, which is obviously decentralized. And again, it's an indication that the decentralized space is perhaps a good way for us to go. Now, CNN recently or stated that they were going to start selling non-fungible tokens, NFTs, of memorable historical moments. So obviously we all know who CNN is. And again, the fact that, excuse me, they're talking about this is, again, an indication in the space, in the crypto space, that things are beginning to move forward. So things are beginning to move forward. The price of cryptocurrency, it looks like, is very, very likely to start moving upwards in a positive direction. And again, at the moment, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the price of Bitcoin at $39,000 is still very, very low. We've had a small pullback, but we are getting ready. We are getting ready for a breakout. Looking at the chart, we're definitely getting ready for a breakout where the price of Bitcoin will far exceed the $65,000. Potentially, we're looking at ×3, ×4, maybe even ×5 for the price of Bitcoin in the next few months, potentially this year. And we saw earlier when I showed you what happened in 2017, the price of Bitcoin went up by, was it a multiple of 3 in just the space of a few weeks. And again, we could see that with Bitcoin, again, currently $40,000. If that went up by a multiple of 3 in a month or a couple of months, you'd be looking at a price of $120,000. Apply the same to Ethereum as well. With ETH, if we had a multiple of 3 or 4, you could potentially be looking at a price of at least $10,000 for Ethereum very, very soon. A price of $10,000 for Ethereum very, very soon. So get ready for the breakout. These small pullbacks we've had in the market, this is normal. At the moment, a massive wealth transfer is occurring. Billionaires around the world, institutions are buying into cryptocurrency. And if you're still sitting on the fence, you should not be sitting on the fence. We have enough information going out to show you that you need to start looking at cryptocurrencies definitely as a form of wealth creation. And again, like I said earlier, if you have not yet built your 6 or 7 figure portfolio through cryptocurrencies, is something you need to look at. My name is Dr. Jav. You can reach out to me via any of these social channels. You can see that, or forexcryptotrader.com or javadkiani.com. Those are my websites. You can reach out to me via these websites and we can show you how to build that amazing cryptocurrency portfolio of 6 figures or 7 figures if that's what you want to do. Many of our students are now financially free as a result of the training and mentorship we give them every single day. If you have not yet joined our academy, our mentorship program, my recommendation is for you to get back to me via any of the above channels. This year, we are going to see one of the largest bull runs in cryptocurrency that we've seen in this space since the beginning of time. When it comes to bull runs in this market, we have one every 4 or so years. So if you miss this one, you'll have to wait another 4 or so years. And have you got 4 years to wait is my question. You need to get invested in cryptocurrencies at the moment. Do your own research. Again, I'm not offering any financial advice. Do your own research and get back to me if you want to be mentored by us and if you want us to show you how to trade cryptocurrencies for profit. So we don't just build cryptocurrency portfolios, we also trade for profit, and we can trade on our phones every single day. We buy low and sell high. It's a basic concept of trading, and we do this every single day. My name is Dr. Jav. Thank you for your time. If you've learned something from this video, please do subscribe, like, and share. And currently the Bitcoin calm that we're seeing at the moment is going to end. We are moving towards the storm where the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will shoot through the roof. Thank you for your time. Again, my name is Dr. Jav. Please subscribe, like, and share, and let me have your questions. Any questions, let me have the questions via my social channels above, and I will answer them in forthcoming videos. Again, thank you for your time.